The world that God created was once beautiful. The water was pure, the trees were green, the animals were peaceful, and the people were kind. But over time, people's hearts grew cold. They forgot God, began to live in sin, quarrel, do evil, and even kill. God sadly looked upon the earth, for the love he had poured into humanity had been rejected. But among all the people, there was one who remained righteous. His name was Noah. He was just, honest, and always obeyed God. Noah lived with his wife, 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. They worked together, prayed, and helped the needy. Then God spoke to Noah. Noah, the end of all living things on earth has come, for the earth is filled with evil. But I will save you. Build an ark, a great ship. Make it out of wood with many rooms. It must hold you, your family, and every kind of animal. 2 of each, male and female. Noah did not hesitate. He immediately began to build the ark. People laughed at him. They didn't believe in a flood. They said, "Noah has gone mad. What is that ship on dry land?" But Noah knew God does not joke. Every day he worked, hammering boards, sealing with tar, carrying beams. The construction took a long time, but the ark was enormous. 3 stories high, over 130 meters long. Finally, after many years, the ark was ready. Then God said, "The time has come. Bring the animals into the ark." Noah gathered all the animals just as God had commanded. 2 lionesses, 2 tigers, elephants, birds, beetles, snakes, butterflies, all came in pairs. It was a true miracle. Wild animals didn't fight, but peacefully walked into the ark. People watched but still didn't believe. They laughed even louder. "Look, animals are following Noah like it's a circus." But Noah paid no attention. His heart was focused on God's plan. When all the animals had entered the ark, Noah and his family went in too. Then the Lord himself shut the door of the ark. It was humanity's last chance, but no one else believed. Silence lasted for 7 days. No rain, no storm. People thought Noah had lost. But on the 8th day, the sky darkened. Thunder struck so strongly the earth trembled. Then the first raindrops fell. The rain turned into a deluge. Water poured from the sky and gushed from the ground. Rivers overflowed, fields flooded, houses disappeared under the water. People screamed, knocked on the ark's door, begged to be let in. But it was too late. The water rose so high that the ark began to float. It had no rudder or sails. God himself was guiding it. Inside, it was dark, but peaceful. Noah prayed. His family was worried, but they trusted in God. The rain fell for 40 days and 40 nights. Everything on earth perished. Only the ark remained, a living island in the middle of a boundless ocean. After 40 days, the rain stopped. The sky became clearer, but there was only water everywhere. The ark floated on a vast ocean, and it seemed that land no longer existed. Noah waited for more months. Every day he looked through the window, hoping to see land. Finally, the ark stopped on Mount Ararat. It was a great relief, but Noah didn't hurry to leave. He waited for a sign from God. To check whether the waters had receded, Noah released a raven, but it did not return. Then he released a dove. The bird flew, but also found no place to rest. A few days later, Noah released another dove, and it returned with an olive branch in its beak. This was the sign. The earth was alive again. A week later, the dove didn't return at all. That meant the land was dry. Then God spoke to Noah. "Leave the ark, you and your family and all the animals. Fill the earth with life again." Noah opened the ark's doors. All the animals rushed out. Elephants, giraffes, tigers, rabbits. They joyfully ran on the dry land scattered with greenery. The people stood in awe and wonder. The first thing Noah did was build an altar. He took clean animals and offered them to God in gratitude for salvation. God was pleased with the offering and said, "I will never again destroy the earth because of man, even if his heart is evil from youth." Then God made the first rainbow covenant. He said, "This is my sign. The rainbow will be in the sky, and every time you see it, remember that I will never again flood the earth." The rainbow shone over the earth like a bridge between heaven and mankind. It was God's first covenant with humanity, a promise of peace and mercy. It reminded everyone that God always gives a second chance. Noah and his family began a new life. They built new homes, planted seeds, grew grapes, cared for animals. It was a land of hope, cleansed from evil. God blessed Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and said, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." From them came all the nations of the world. But God also reminded, "I give you freedom, but do not forget, I am the Lord. Be kind, fair, and love one another." The story of Noah is not just about an ark. It's a lesson for all generations. Listen to God, even when everyone laughs at you. Trust Him, even when there's a storm around. If Noah hadn't listened, humanity would have vanished. But he chose faith, and because of that, we live today on this earth. The story of Noah is a story of salvation, and every time you see a rainbow, remember that God keeps His promises. And even after the biggest storm, a new day always comes.